Hi everyone, welcome to episode 18. I remain your host Omobi. So I say to you, Buanji, that's hello in Zambia language, Yanja. So before we go into today's episode, I just wanted to say, I'd just like to say thank you to everyone that has reached out to me, encouraging me, giving me thumbs up. And for the ones that have asked that I loosen up a bit, don't worry, we will get there. One day we will get there. So let's just dive right into today's episode. For today, we will continue with our discussions on customs, cooperation, and mutual administrative assistance provisions under the AfCFTA agreement. We will do a deep dive. Last week, I introduced the provisions, so today we will consider the provisions, various provisions on that. Under that. So, first provision we will look at is the harmonization of valuation systems and practices. So state parties are to adopt a system of valuing goods for custom purposes based on the principles of non-discrimination, transparency, and uniform application of such systems in accordance with the General Agreement on Tariffs and Trade for Valuation for Custom Purposes. That's the WTO General Agreement on Tariffs and Trade. So we move on to the next provision, that's the simplification and harmonization of customs procedures. So state parties are encouraged to use international standards as the basis for their imports or export or transit formalities. So when they are coming up with their customs law and procedures, they are to use international accepted standards, international accepted instruments, practices, guidelines as a basis for their customs laws and procedures, and in also designing and standardizing their trade documents as well. International standards should be used as well, and the information that should be on the trade documents, that should also be considered in coming up with that. Okay, so we move on to automation of customs operations. So state parties are to use, and of course to continually upgrade modern data processing systems for customs operation. So this will facilitate an effective and efficient customs operations. And in doing it as well, they are to use it in transmitting data amongst themselves. Then advanced exchange of information. State parties are also to exchange information in advance concerning the arrival of persons, goods, and means of transportation in their respective territories. That can be done manually or electronically. I guess in this age of digital, it would have there will be more. It will obviously be done electronically more with it. Final provision we will look at today is the prevention, investigation, and suppression of custom offences. So, state parties are to cooperate in the prevention, investigation, and suppression of customs offences. They are to exchange list of prohibited goods in their respective territories. So that's basically items goods that cannot be imported into various territories of state parties. They are also to ensure that prohibited goods are not exported out of their territories into the territory of a relevant state party. In cases where state parties share common borders, let's say look at two countries, they share a common border. They are to exchange list of their customs offices along that border, and they will share details of their powers, their working hours, and any other relevant information. And also where another state party wants to establish a border post that is in close proximity with a border post of another state parties, they are to consult in respect of that. Also, they are to maintain surveillance in respect of, for example, persons that are reasonably suspected to be involved in activities that are in contravention of customs of state parties. So that's for the entry, exit, of such persons, they are to maintain surveillance over that, and also in respect of goods reasonably suspected of being the subject of illegal traffic. So that is the end of today's episode. As usual, the podcast is basically for information purposes and should not be regarded as a trade advice. Please reach out to me. You can reach out to me on LinkedIn, Omobola Adekola, if you need more information and you want to discuss in respect of, well, apart from AfCFTA, any matter in respect of international trade. So until next week, I say to you, bye-bye.